Hey guys, welcome back to Top 1%. Now if there's one topic I know more about than anything else, that would be lower back pain and how to recover from it. And more importantly, how to reach your full potential again after the injury. Now before making this video, I didn't watch any YouTube videos, I didn't read any articles, I didn't do any sort of research. That's because when I got my lower back injury, I was out for 4 months. And before that, I had my injury on and off for 2 months, so in total that's 6 months of being injured. Now that was a very tough time in my life, and although I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me because it made me a more upgraded version of myself. So that's something I'll always be grateful for. And before anything else, you need to understand the degree of injury that you have. If you can't even stand on your own 2 feet and you can't walk, and the pain is so severe that you can't practically do anything, then you shouldn't be watching this video. You should go to a hospital and then get some medical help. However, if you can do basic stuff but you can't really train properly, then you're in the right place. Continue to watch this video because in this video I'll tell you everything you need to know about recovering from that. Let me tell you what happened in my case. At first I thought it was a simple case of muscle spasm which should hardly take 1 or 2 weeks to recover, which wasn't obviously happening. The pain kept on nagging, and then after visiting 3 to 4 doctors, taking an X-ray and then MRI, I finally found out what I had is called bulging discs. Now, your spine is in this S shape and you have your spinal disc sitting one on top of another, which protects your spinal cord which runs in the between. In the case of bulging discs, what happens is one of those discs, it's bulged in such a way that it pushes your, or I should say pinches your spinal cord. Now if the bulge is not so much, then you have pain in the region where the bulge is, and if it's too much, the pain might even shoot down to your legs. Now based on how much the pain is, you might even need surgery, which obviously I didn't need. And basically bulging disc happens in 4 different directions, as in the bulge is in the back direction, which makes forward movements difficult, and the opposite of that is bulge being in the front direction, which makes arching over difficult, and then the third and fourth case is making movement difficult in the sideward directions. I hope that makes sense. Now let me tell you why I can't really trust the doctors to completely recover and reach your 100% potential again. What the doctors do is they just treat you for what ailments you have, and they see you as a patient, not as an athlete. As an athlete, you want to keep getting better and better every single day and push your limits. Now that's something they don't understand. They never step foot in the gym, they never push their physical and mental limits. I have nothing against doctors, but this is what I experienced, and I know millions of other people do experience it. So in today's video, I'll tell you how you can recover from your injury and how you can build back your strength and stamina in your weak parts so that you can fix your muscle imbalances and then get back to be the strongest version of yourself again. Now trust me, follow these tips, what I give you in this video, and you'll be back on your feet, grinding, hustling, better than ever. So let's get started. As the famous quote goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's not the journey of 1,000 miles begins with resting on your bed. Alright? So start walking, start making whatever movements are comfortable, take it one step at a time. You might think resting is good for you, but no. Walking definitely helps. It keeps your body moving, and that definitely helps in your recovery. And also, along with walking, some light swimming can definitely help. It decompresses your spine and it helps in recovering. This tip might as well be the most important and also the easiest tip to follow, and that is to fix your posture. You need to understand that the injury that's happened to you, it's probably happened because of bad posture, which causes muscle imbalances, which again makes one muscle weak, and boom, you're injured. So when I talk about fixing your posture, I mean posture when you're standing, when you're walking, when you're sitting, and when you're sleeping. All 4 sorts of posture. Keep your spine neutral and maintain the natural S-curve of the spine. Now another important point most people don't realize is that your injury did not happen in a single instant. Your injury happened because of the accumulation of stresses and loads on your body and your bad habits that didn't allow it to recover from it. So think about it. All the bad posture, all that heavy lifting which compresses your spine, your body needs to recover. And that only happens when you allow it to. Now, how do you decompress your spine? Again, I told you swimming really helps, and apart from that, hanging from a bar, exercise such as parallel bar dips, all of that really helps. So use your brain. Anything that decompresses your spine, you need that relaxation. Remember, when you hang from the bar, hang in such a way that your feet, as in your toe, just barely touches the ground, and it's taking maybe 5 to 10% of the load. When this happens, all the muscles in your body, it's relaxed, and your spine really gets a chance to decompress. However, if you just hang from the bar without your feet touching the ground, some of the muscles are still activated and you don't really get to decompress. And feel that. When you're hanging with your toe just touching the ground, just try to bend your head forward and bend down. You can really feel the bones pop there and it feels really nice. Your spine decompresses. And apart from that, you can also do this yoga posture I'm showing on your screen. This really helps. It's called half spinal twist. So these are the two poses you can use for decompressing your spine. The next tip to recover is to use a hot water bag or an ice pack. Now, why does this really work? When you keep hot water bag or ice pack to the affected region, the blood circulation in that region really increases, which also helps recover because of the improved blood circulation. Now, if that doesn't work for you and you really want to recover much faster, you can go for physiotherapy. Okay, so now let's say you followed my first 4 tips and your pain is getting better now. So what do you do next? How do you get stronger? How do you get back to lifting heavy again? Now let's get into the 2 corrective exercises that you need to do which will help you out. The first one is hyperextension isometric hold. As you can see in the picture, that explains everything. And what you need to know about this is stamina before strength. Before you go back to loading your back with heavy weights again, you need to make sure that it's capable of holding your own body weight for longer. And once you get back to holding your own body weight, add 5 pounds and then 10 pounds and work your weights up until you can get stronger and you feel more comfortable about the weights you're holding. If you can do this for 2 minutes, increase the weights next. Trust me, this exercise works like a charm. If there is one exercise I could attribute my recovery to, that would be this. Now, moving on to the second exercise, this is stomach vacuums or ab vacuums. Now, there is various variations of doing this, although the most basic one is contracting your abs as hard as you possibly can and holding it. Try holding it for 1 minute and then move your way up to 2 minutes. Try 2 to 3 sets and then do this every single day, at least 1 or 2 times until you recover. And then obviously it's good if you continue doing it even after you recover, because this not only makes your abs stronger, it also shrinks your midsection. How this works is it strengthens the transverse abdominis, which is a belt of muscle on the inside of your abs that strengthens and protects your spine. Again, strengthens and protects your spine. So that's how important this muscle is. These 2 exercises I just told you, follow them properly every single day without missing, and I promise you, you will get stronger. Now, you followed the first 4 tips I gave you and also followed the 2 exercises I told you regularly, and your back pain is finally gone now. Although you have this little fear in your mind that what if I re-injure myself? What happens then? What if I get hurt more than before and then I get more seriously injured? So here's what you do. You start training from the basic, from the ground up. Forget that you are trained before and treat yourself like a complete beginner, no matter how long you trained before. Alright? Start from low weights and then work your way up and eliminate the exercises that causes pain. That's how you do it. Identify and eliminate. You can switch to some exercises that are spine friendly, and I'll just put a list of exercises on the screen which you can do, which I personally suggest, and soon you will be back to being your best again. So all the best, follow these steps and hope you get well soon. Alright guys, so the reason I made today's video is because when I got injured, I didn't have a definitive guide to recovering from my injury, and honestly, I didn't have much hope. I really scratched my head and searched everywhere, whatever I could find, and finally, after months and months of research and practice, I arrived at these points. So you don't have to go through what I went through, and you can recover much better, much more efficiently, and I hope you do. And that was today's video. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video if you enjoyed it, and until next time, take care, stay hungry.